about it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. I'ma run it back. Friday payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Gold now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wait, ready! It's a party now! It's a party!
Flacco on the give to Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
That's our own 30-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Crunch. Monday. Good.
Flacco right back to work after the pick 6. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You got tight. You got tight. Hey, 31! Check. He's coming. We got double up.
Watson now going to run the option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check 9. Watch him close down. He's coming. It's a safety creep. Check. Motion out of the backfield. 47 is the mark.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Watch the ship.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down there by Will Parks. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. After the run, Watson going to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Go!
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flacco from midfield. And this will be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
40. Here we go, G. Under 10. Check 37. Check 37. To the car. Down and up. If you kill it, motion me out. Line up.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, and bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 3. Check hot route. Hot. And 24. Down and route.
From the gun, here's Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37.
Red. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, I-7. 56.
Here's Flacco. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Check 59.
12, Flacco. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
The Broncos had 15 4th-down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Sponge. No.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Wide. Get wide. He's coming. Double up.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Joker. Ray. 4. Alert. Ray. Alert 3.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike,
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Watch out.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check, 47. Target. Cloud.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Reset. 19. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Check 15. Slide. 55. Show 24. Line up, go.
Watson now going to run the option right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Check 25.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Check 26. 25.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Undercrunch.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Setting up to throw, Flacco. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Mine's 59. Mine's 59. Hey, wide. Mike, check.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And this is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 13. Bang, 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 bang. Bam.
2nd down, McKinnon. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now the first throw for the back. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Set. 10 Lobo. No gain on this defense. No gain. 2.
First throw now for the backup lock. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
March 59.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You ain't got nothing.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
To try again after the sack. Locke. The 20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant. 59 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
They're running it. Kill. Hey. Motion. Hey, check Mike 47. Get that quarterback. Deep rip.
Here again is McKinnon. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 3. General West. Check. Hey, Sam off. Yep. 43. Ready. Get it.
They'll go option to the short side. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Beathard. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
30 base. 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 2.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You got it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Lock. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 1st down, McKinnon, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, McKinnon. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Use your horses. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. It's a party now. 40 he's dribbling.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd down, here's an option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check, rock it. Tighten up. Check, Nick. Leo.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time play.
And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Trent Taylor, 55 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Clock now on first down. They set up the screen to Booker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw it is Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Lock going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They look to throw. It's Locke, eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Antone Exum. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
That's what I do.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Denver, good night, everybody.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you